Okay, I think I'm live. Hey everybody, Joseph Sorrow here, and I'm at home right now. Basically, I'm just going through some of the stuff that I got from my trip. I'm heading out to Slab City at the end of the month for a few days. I've always been curious about Slab City. I mean, at least since I've heard about it sometime in 2014, 2013. Uh, I always wanted to check it out. I've always, I'm just going to take the chance to do so. Kiddo's going to be out of town, so I'm going to have the free time to do so as well. Uh, so right now, basically, I'm checking. Oop, okay, there we go. Starting with the tent, it is a Ozark Trail, 6 person, I believe. Yeah, 6 person instant cabin tent. It's one of the instant models, so they kind of assemble it like an easy up. It's actually easier than an easy up, to be honest. I like it. Um, hey, what's going on, 760 Bass Fishing? I'm getting ready to go out to the slabs, man. Actually, I'm gonna do what you were doing and try to fish the Highline Canal myself. I've been hearing stories from some of the local fishermen here in LA, and I do want to go check out and catch some cats at night. Um, 6 person. So these tents are supposed to be really dark on the inside, and for the most part it is, but it's been cloudy today. I will say one thing I didn't really like is there's a lot of pitting in the tent, but it is Walmart, so what else can I really expect? I'm going to go get some Scotch Guard tomorrow, or some of the seam sealing spray, and spray the hell out of the tent. I do hear that there's been some thunderstorms going on in Island, and I don't want to, get flooded in. Aside from that, this is just some of the gear that I'm taking. I got 2 of the 6-gallon water jugs because it's going to be hot as hell out there. I want to check out the Salton Sea, but I do have asthma, so I got to be careful with some of that shit out there because I hear there's, arsenic and pesticides and shit in that water. I'm from LA, dude. I'm in the valley, and so I'm going to take this with. This is a full face 3M mask. These are used at my job by the workers from when we do FRP. So when we grind down concrete and stuff, this stuff is like way more than what you need for filtration, and I think it should work for me for the little while that I'll be out there. Just in case I start feeling like I'm gonna have asthma issues or anything like that. This is the bag for my tent. Some rope for some shade that I got. I'm gonna be testing some things out too while I'm out there. This travel light mosquito lamp. It is a LED light slash bug zapper. It runs on battery. And it has a little solar cell piece to charge it during the day too. And then aside of that, for lighting, I also got this fan up here. Fan slash LED light that runs on D batteries. I don't have any right now. I need to go pick them up. But yeah, I also got a camp stove, Coleman camp stove. Got 2 of the Coleman stoves there. Hey, Mary. Mary. Yeah, hey, Mary. How's it going? And I got some utensils, plates, and stuff. I have some aqua tabs to purify water if, for some reason I run out of water. I don't have access to water. These are not the only jugs of water I'm taking. I am going to go to Walmart, obviously, and get some more water. And some Gatorades and stuff. Tommy has welcomed me to his camp. Goonie welcomed me to their camp. I would not want to show up empty-handed ever. Hey, Stoney. This is some fishing stuff. I had already sent Tommy some fishing gear, but I sent him much because a lot of it I had ordered on Amazon. Some of it I was waiting for certain shops to open or to get back in stock. So I got him. The last thing I was waiting for was these circle hooks from Amazon. These are great. I might be too big for Tom for fishing at that canal. But, if Tommy ever goes to the ocean or anything, he can definitely catch a small shark or something. And, they're good. I got him a plano case with some basic stuff, weights, swivels, some more hooks, some floats, and then these are pretty cool. These are called automatic yo-yo reels. You preset them and you just leave them out there, and when something pulls on them, it'll automatically snag them. Tommy says he knows how to use them, so hopefully I can have him teach me how to use one of these so I can order some for myself. I've always been curious about them. I hear guys use them for, other things as well. Aside from that, I've got a cooler. I got 2 portable evap coolers. I got the Arctic Air Deluxe. This is the one that could be run on a wall outlet or USB. I am going to order a power bank on Amazon because they are cheaper. It runs 1500 milliamps. So if I can get like a 25,000 or 30,000 milliamp, I should be able to run that more than a whole night, almost, more than half a day. This is another one the first one that I had ordered. There's not really a picture there. I mean, there's a little drawing of it there. Unfortunately, this is only a plug-in, and the plug it has goes from the standard house voltage to 24 volt. So it's not like this one where it's 5 volt that could be going down to 12 volts. So I'd have to build something like a 24 volt battery pack to run it. Now this little guy I've tested runs good, really good. This one also runs pretty well, but I have her. But again, the advantage to this one over this one is if I am out there and I don't have any access to power. I mean, I am planning to get a small gas Jenny, but I don't want to be running that all day especially at night, and be a dick and making noise for anybody. So this one being able to be powered by a power bank B port will give me that advantage. But this one here is more stronger than this one. But this again needs to be plugged in to a standard outlet, or I guess I can probably just use an inverter because I do have a big battery that I use for my inflatable boat. But I don't know how I recharge that battery. I mean, it's a pretty big battery. It's one of those Walmart deep cycle marine battery. Ever starts, I power a 5-pound trolley motor on it for 3 hours in the ocean, and it'll still hold more than half the juice in it. Okay, so this tent's pretty big. Oh, I got a shovel. I bought a shovel. I got to bury my shit somewhere, because when I saw this, it fit 2 of them. The mattress I got is like 18 inches high, so no way I'm gonna have a lot of space with the queen in here, and have my space to just sit around, dick around, and do whatnot. So I'm gonna, because I had a mattress for 4 years that was just really punching into my back, and the air mattress is just more comfortable. So I'll get a twin. Probably put it around here. Hey, Ellie. How's it going? And yeah, I mean, this is pretty much going to be the tent. My fishing gear is in here. These are also for Tommy. These are popping corks. That's kind that you get at Walmart. But this is my standard fishing gear for when I go out. Doing good, Allie. Just basically showing everybody some of the stuff that I got, because I'm getting ready for my trip out to the Slabs. So yeah, this is kind of a mess. I'm a little embarrassed. I need to clean this up before I go. I do use the gulp baits. I'll be honest, a lot of people have told me these are good for perch. I've never caught a fucking perch on these in my life. I've caught mackerel. I've caught rock bass. I almost caught a Garibaldi, which looks like a big goldfish, but that's a big no-no here in California, guys. That is our state, fish. You don't want to catch one, and if you do, you got to let it go right away. It's a big ticket. But my basic stuff. Bunch of hooks. I always have different size hooks. I carry them in these because it's just easier to organize your hooks in these little jewel bead containers that you can get at Lowe's. Jig heads. I buy Walmart lead heads. I don't buy anything fancy. I mean, I do have some of the big hammers, but they don't work any better than a regular lead head. Swim baits, a lot of swim baits. A lot of these little 2-inchers here. A lot of grubs. Bigger ones over here. These guys were some of the first purchases I made on Amazon. You can get like, I think 15 of them or a dozen of them for like 14 or 15 bucks. I really didn't think it would work. But in one night, I caught over a dozen mackerel just having 3 of these tied up in a line. You know, like it's kind of like a sabiki rig or half a sabiki rig. If anybody knows what that is. And then, you know, a lot of my stuff here is set up for ocean, not really freshwater. Got some more stuff here. These have turned out to be a disappointment. These are those, oh shit, that is fucking gross. You guys see that? These Savage Gear fucking baits, these soft crabs, are shit. The sun takes them apart and melts them together so easily. I don't fucking get it. These things cost $5, and they can't fucking seem to stay together. I don't like them. I probably the worst fishing purchase I've made this year. I mean, they catch attention. I haven't had a fish actually bite on them. But let me see. I got one that's actually works here. I think, yeah. Here, that's how it's supposed to function. So you tie it up there, and then basically it sits like that. No, sits like that. A little crab on the defensive, and something's supposed to come and bite in, and you know you got your fish. But yeah, look how fucking gross. Anyways, trout lure. Okay, so I do have some freshwater lures in here. Mackerel jig bait, Rapala, blue mac. I catch bonito with this. These I have yet to actually give a good try, but I've heard a lot of good things about. Fuck, what are the names? Shit, I already forgot the names of them, but it's a very popular bait that a lot of people are buying right now. As a matter of fact, the fishing shop where I get them at, they have actually had to put a limit. You can only buy 2 sets at a time, regardless of the size. I forgot what it was. I got some spoons here that I picked up at the Fred Hall show earlier this year. Berkeley crankbaits. I have the little one, I think it's a 1/4 mono mackerel. I don't know why they call it like a fucking mackerel. It looks more like a kind of perch. Zigzagging lures. Anyways, I'm gonna put that back. I'm gonna throw that the fuck away. And then I got some more gulp baits, little fry baits, crickets. These are actually just little styrofoam balls that are painted. I actually found out that these help with luring carp, which is strange because according to a documentary that I saw on fishing for carp, color doesn't really matter, but I do notice it helps. And that's the bag. I got a bunch more crap in here. Leader line, mono, fluoro. I got a little box right here with all my weights. Some Snells, the other glove, OJ's other glove. I shouldn't really be mentioning that. I'm gonna put that away. Let's see in here. I got my popping lures, my floats. I was trying to fish for really small fish one day, so I have those really tiny hooks. I think these are size 16s or 18s. Some glow sticks, cod rigs, and sabiki rigs. Again, most of this is set up really for ocean. And if you guys don't know about anything about fishing the Pacific, the automatic default is sabiki rig, hands down. And then this is an old rig that I was using. And actually, this is one of my most favorite rigs to use. This is a tandem rig or double swim bait rig. The bottom is just a 2-inch swim bait on a 1/4 ounce jig, and a number 2 or number 1 barbed bait holder hook with the swim bait as well. Alright, well, enough of that. We weren't here to talk about fishing, we were here to talk about my camping gear. This is a old 12 by 20 mesh tarp that I've had laying around for a while. It's not in that great of condition, but it is shade that I have. I do have shade in my car too. I have another, I think it's a 16 by 20 foot camouflage tarp. So really the only things that I really want to concentrate right now obviously is getting a bed. I'm gonna get a twin bed. I need a tarp for the inside of the tent and a tarp to put at the bottom, because these Ozark Trail tarps aren't as strong as I'd actually like them to be. I paid $100 for this, and I gotta be honest, on some areas, I mean the floor for example, I mean I have an emergency tarp, or not an emergency tarp, but an emergency tent, a 2-person tent that I bought at Home Depot 3 years ago on Christmas for like $9, and the floor is way thicker and way better than this. So I do see that this is going to be a problem in the future, but it's something that I can modify, you know, see the good and bad, Chinese philosophy, all that good shit. More water. Again, I'm going to be going to the store and getting more water. I am thinking about getting a second cooler of this size. It's not going to be expensive to get a second one. I like to make sure I have ice. So, I mean, aside from that, some food, you know, but that'll probably be the day before or probably the day of when I go out and get all the food, and the ice will be the day before because I want to do the right thing and chill the coolers before I head out. The other reason the tent's up right now is, you know, I just got it a few days ago. I want to air it out. It did smell a little funky. And again, it's been raining out there, or at least there's been thunderstorms out there, and the last thing I want to do is get caught in a tent that's not weatherproof. So tomorrow I'm going to go pick up some weatherproofing spray, some seam sealer, spray the shit out of this top piece, spray the shit out of the whole tent, get as much as I can to make sure that this is absolutely weatherproof. I bet there's still going to be a tarp over it. There's still going to be a tarp over it for sure. That mesh is definitely going to be over it for sure, so that I don't heat up or heat up as bad. But yeah, aside from that, I'm taking some fishing gear. I mean, there's my fishing stuff right there. Most of these are my rods. It's my son's rod. Some of those are my son's. My inflatable boat is right there. The battery for it is right there. I keep it on the charge maintainer at 13.7, 13.8 volts. Again, big battery. I mean, I could take it out there with an inverter and power myself at the slabs, but I don't want to ruin the battery because it is for my boat. Motor mount for my boat, box, oars. My inflatable kayak is up there. That is actually most likely going to go with me. I'm actually thinking about going down the canal on the kayak. I was looking on Google Maps at the Goonies camp, and a little bit north from the camp, there is a long stretch of the canal that doesn't look like it has any interruption, like any road going through it. And I could probably kayak down that. I just need to see how deep the water is, and if there's not going to be anything heavy that's going to puncture it. This is the basket that I put on the kayak for fishing. The kayak doesn't have any rod holders because it's inflatable. So I just bought this at Walmart, cut some PVC. You know, there's some slits so that the bar where you attach the reel to the rod can sit on. And then the oars, those are not stock oars. Those are actually the Ozark Trail fishing oars from Walmart. They're about 25 bucks. Those are way better than the stock oars for the Intex boats. I'm just saying. This right here is the wood floor of my boat. Life vest. Bunch of fishing stuff. You know, my little crappy workstations for doing chingaderas, as I like to call them. But, alright. Now, how am I going to get there? I am driving that piece of shit right there. That is my 2015 Honda Fit, dirty as hell, broken as hell. It's got over 115,000 miles on it. As you can see, broken. Everything inside is good, just cosmetically shit in the front. So surprisingly, you can fit a lot of shit into this car. All the back seats go down and everything. My trunk's kind of a mess. It's my survival bag, my bug out bag, bug out rod. There's that tent I was telling you guys from Home Depot. It's still better than the floor on the Ozark. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all I got right now. Oh, there we go. That's all I got right now. Again, I still got some more shopping to do, some more getting ready to do, and you know, hopefully by the time the 30th hits, I'm fully prepared and ready to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll see you around in the chats and in the streams.